Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated.
Mr. Floyd, you're not going to make any excuses for him, are you?
No.
Great. Then why don't you have a seat? This young man carjacked your car.
Yes, he did.
And he hurt you when he did it.
Yes.
And then he crashed the car.
Yes.
He was caught.
Yes.
Indicted. Convicted.
Yes.
I assume you took a plea, is that right?
Yes.
And placed on 5 years probation. You want him to compensate you for the damage to your car.
That's correct.
Minimally. That's all you're suing for. Just the damage to your car. I'm listening.
Well, Your Honor, what happened was I was coming from my girlfriend's house, and coming from her house, I got a little cold on the walk home. So I headed down one of the blocks, and I saw her come out of her vehicle, and I walked up to her, pushed her onto the grass, took her car, and I drove off up 89th and Jeffrey. Then that's where the police seen me. They started chasing me. Then when I got to South Chicago, even more police cars came, and that's when the chase began. And when I got to the police barrier, they caught me.
And?
They took me out of the car and arrested me.
Did you crash the car?
Yes.
You left that out. Who's supposed to pay for that?
I guess I am, but since it wasn't my car.
If it was your car, we wouldn't be here.
Right.
So who's supposed to pay for her damaged car? Whose fault is it?
Well, it's my fault for crashing her car, but I shouldn't have to pay for it.
Why?
Because I was the driver, and I wouldn't have crashed if the police would have gotten away.
So it's the police's fault?
Yes.
It's the police's fault for chasing you?
Yes.
Look at your father. Look at your father. You think it's the police's fault?
No.
Good. How old are you?
16.
How tall are you?
6'1".
How much do you weigh?
172.
How tall do you think she is?
5'5".
How much do you think she weighs?
Probably 130.
Think she fell down hard when you pushed her?
I pushed her in the grass.
Think she fell down hard on the grass?
I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was just trying to get the keys so I can get home.
Did you ask for the keys?
No.
What do you do with your time, Mr. Floyd?
I work with my father doing carpentry.
Perfect. Father's a carpenter?
Yes.
How many days a week does your father work?
7 days a week.
Works hard.
Yes.
How many days do you work with him?
Probably 3 days out of the week.
Why?
Because I have a personal life.
You have a personal life?
Yes.
Your personal life is going to get less. Oh. You have a personal life?
Yes.
What kind of personal life do you have, Mr. Floyd?
I have friends and a girlfriend.
You have bums. You have bums. Because if your personal life involves hanging around with people who don't have jobs, then they're bums. Do you go to school?
Yes.
How many days a week do you go to school?
Every day.
You pass everything in school?
No.
Your friends who were part of your personal life, do they pass everything in school?
I don't know. I'm not them.
Is this the first time you were arrested?
And convicted.
That's not what